Hello and welcome back to the Beerly Football Podcast. It's about football, but barely. I am your host, Zachary Smith. Join me as always is Sneezy,
it's allergy season,
the
baby.
gnome, and Carrie Dempsey. How we doing, boys?
Horrible.
Terrible.
Bill
Belichick just made me sad to be a Pats fan today. Like,
why? What happened with Bill Belichick?
The biggest moves of free agency have been re-signing Brian Hoyer and Matthew Slater while trading away a starting offensive lineman.
But, wait, didn't they re-sign that defensive back, McCourty?
Oh yeah, that was a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they re-signed James White too.
And then what happened with J.C. Jackson? He got re-signed, right?
Yeah, sadly not.
Chargers are gearing up this year for a run.
They're going to be dangerous. Khalil Mack, basically sounding like a Madden team right there.
Yeah, I know.
Trevor, they added, since our last episode, they added Mack and J.C. Jackson. Still think they're going to miss the playoffs?
I will answer your question. We are not football beerly. We are beerly football. What are you guys drinking?
Wow. So, Carrie, you go ahead and go first. What are you drinking tonight?
So, this will be my last of my boring beers for a while. I went out last weekend, bought a different new beer, something you will doubt I would ever get. That'll be debuting next week.
It's going to be a Coors Light. It's going to be a Coors Light.
No.
Nah.
It's not a top 10. Not a top 10. What is your guys' picks for my beer next week? It is not a top 10 brand.
Oh. Gosh.
Trevor, any ideas?
Pacifico.
Dos Equis.
We both went with the.
Oh, that's like Latin. Me. I got 2 X's.
Wow.
Yeah, Dos Equis.
This week, back to Miller. Shocker. Miller Lite.
Okay. Miller Lite.
Why not?
Trevor has an interesting assortment. At least that's what he told us before we started the show. So I'm going to go ahead and go next. I'm back at it again with a Laughing Skull Amber Ale. It's very good. I'm very happy to be back on the Laughing Skull. What are you having, Trevor?
Do you want me to go from right to left or left to right?
How do you read?
This is America. We go right to
read.
Go right to left.
All right, right to left. I'm going to start off with some water. This was an emergency episode.
I'll take it.
Stay hydrated. Can't cry if you don't drink water. Second, took some of my roommate's yogurt out of the fridge. I'm going to drink that, and it's the drinkable kind.
I like that.
Third, I'm pretty sure I drank this before when we had Nando on, maybe. But it's a St. Pete Beach Blonde Ale.
Yep.
Shout out to the beach. Shout out to Blondes. Fourth, I have Silk Almond Milk. Dark chocolate. It's really good. I wanted to drink this before I drink my beer.
Why not?
And then last but not least, we got a laundry detergent that will be finished by the end of this episode. But let's get into the football side of things.
Interesting combo.
Shout out to the Bucks.
Yeah, so probably the biggest story that's happened since the last episode, of course, I think that Tom Brady watches the podcast because there's no other way that he just pops back up, right after we finish the episode. Right after the episode was posted, it was just like, oh yeah, I'm coming back.
Like, you guys were right. There's really no answer for this Bucks QB situation. Like, Trask, come on. Gabbert, Carr, come on. I need to come back. I can't let Trevor Kirkland
down. He wanted to go to San Francisco. And they wouldn't let him, so he's like, "All right, I guess I'll just play in Tampa again."
I can see that. Yeah, I don't think that's crazy.
I feel like that's what happened. Me and Tom, we kind of connect though. We kind of think the same. Me and him have like similar mentalities, I guess.
But he's got a wife, and
he's a little older than me, so I got time. I got time to find my supermodel.
Well, what are your thoughts, Trevor? Like, Brady's back, but they've lost 3 starting linemen. Gronk still don't know.
Yes, you do.
He's not coming back.
You know about Gronk.
But they're losing some pieces. You think, with that cap situation, it's not like they're going to add. Obviously, they added a few guys already. They brought Carlton Davis back. They got Russell Gage today. But you still have high hopes this year.
Russell Gage.
No, listen. Imagine Russell Gage with Tom Brady, though.
Hey,
Like, think of Russell Gage 2 years ago. He could be like a little black Julian Edelman.
I could see that. Hey, he
Yeah.
had like 700-800 yards
I
last
don't know
year.
why I had to bring race into this for no reason. He could be like Julian Edelman. I could have just said that. But yeah, I think Gronk is definitely coming back. To Brady Gronk's the connection. But I really could see him going to Buffalo though, which would kind of be scary. Dawson Knox and Gronk would complement each other really well.
Yeah.
But I think Brady, they have enough love to bring him back home. So I like it. Get guys healthy. Chris Godwin got tagged, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so
You're in.
that's going to be back. He's going to be healthy. I mean, it's Brady. He's not going to take hits. Like,
What about running back? You think they'll bring Fournette back, or you think he's gone?
they need to.
Keyshawn Vaughn is the
Keyshawn
answer,
Vaughn
right?
is not that guy. Keyshawn Vaughn is not that guy, pal. He was that guy for 2 or 3 years at Vanderbilt. Wait, don't quote me on that, but I think he went to Vanderbilt.
He did.
He used to kill the Gators, bro. Pissed me off. Freshman year, he had like 200 yards. It doesn't even matter. It's in the past. What else happened? Who else got signed? Oh, you were asking me about J.C. Jackson and Khalil Mack going to the Chargers, and do I think they can make the playoffs now? Well,
Yeah.
maybe they can carry Justin Herbert in the playoffs. I will say
Oh
that.
my
Maybe they can carry him
God.
to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Since the top 5 quarterback can't do it himself, maybe his defense can carry him this year.
There's some slander.
Oh my gosh.
All right, let's jump into some signings. Let's hear your grades, thoughts, whatever you want to hear about these.
Okay.
Jets signed former Bengals tight end C.J. Zuma, 3 years, $24 million.
I don't like it.
I mean,
Jets haven't had good
good,
tight
but-
ends in years.
like, shout out to Jets fan, but like,
They got
Jets-
some weapons now. Elijah Moore, Michael Carter.
Eh.
dude, I don't care. Like, those are good. They were good. They were great. Who was the one that was really good the last like 6 weeks? Elijah Moore.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's nice. Zach Wilson could improve, but it's the Jets. I don't care.
Jets haven't had a good
Okay.
fantasy. They haven't had a good fantasy tight end in years. Do you think there's any
I thought you were
chance?
gonna say they haven't had a good family in years.
Probably that
What do you
too.
mean?
Think there's any chance we get a good fantasy tight end with Zuma or no?
No.
No.
Well, to me, what it looked like, I mean, obviously they didn't have a very good tight end last year.
They haven't
But
for a while.
at the same time, if you look at what Uzoma did with the Bengals, he was really just a kind of a
Just touchdowns.
just
Yeah, he
touchdowns.
He
He
like
did.
2 huge games, and that was about it.
Yeah, he didn't really do that much in the passing game.
Not a yak attacker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much that actually helps them offensively.
All right, here's a question. This will relate both of you.
Wait, are we gonna grade it like letter grade or like number grade or just
just
or woo?
whatever you want. It's beerly football. We do
Okay,
what
I'm
we
giving
want.
CJ Uzoma. I'm grading that a C plus. B plus.
B minus for me.
I'm going C. No plus or
All right.
minus.
Here's one for both of you, coming from a Jags fan and a UF fan.
Taven Bryan is he's gonna go crazy. Next to Myles Garrett, are you kidding me? Ooh.
Like
There's
that?
one white boy I don't want to see down low. I'll tell you that much. And that guy's got his hand in the ground. He's good. He hasn't been that guy, but now he's going to be that guy.
Zach,
You'll see.
thoughts?
He might be like my little Kyle Pitts
on-
and McPherson. He might
On Taven Bryan?
Are you gonna miss him?
You know, I'm going to be 100% honest. One of the weak points of the Jags defense last year was their pass rush. So I don't see us missing him very much.
Wow.
Just going to be honest.
I'm not arguing about the Jags today, man.
I mean, that was one of their. That was one of the.
Very nice shirt.
That
I
is a
know.
good shirt. Beerly Sports,
Yeah.
baby.
But guess what's coming up next, Trevor? It is our
That's
Jags.
on the way. That's on the way.
Let's look at all these Jags players they added.
Let's
Jags,
go!
They're the big spenders. Did
Yeah.
you guys see that?
Let's go.
All right. Evan Ingram, 1 year deal, $9 million.
I love that.
He sucks.
B
It
plus.
doesn't matter.
It's a B
It's Evan
plus.
Ingram. It doesn't matter.
It's B plus. That's a
Trash.
B plus.
It's either I heard a rumor about transitioning him to a slot wide receiver. I don't know if you saw that.
Keep him at tight end.
I don't like it.
All right, next Jags
There's only
signing.
one tight end that can play slot receiver. You know.
Yeah.
And that's Kyle
Here's the-
Pitts, because he's not
here's
a
one
tight
of those-
he's not a red zone threat.
Here's probably the most hated on signing I saw anywhere.
Yeah.
Christian Kirk, 4 years, $84 million. He's a top 5 paid receiver in the NFL right now. Christian Kirk.
I like the signing, not for that kind of cash. That's a C- from me. Actually, D+.
Yes, that's like C minus for me at least.
That's a lot of money, man.
Yeah, that's
I
the
know.
only reason I don't like it. I'd like to have Christian Kirk, but not for that kind of money.
Where did he go again?
Jags.
Jags. We're doing the Jags show, Trevor. Come
They're
on.
doing the same thing they did last year with the guy
What?
from the Lions. What's his name?
Oh, Marvin Jones.
Holiday.
Marvin Jones.
They brought him back.
I know, but he was butt cheeks this year.
To be fair, they have one of the worst offensive lines in football. So.
All right, Jags brought in another wide receiver, also known for getting naked in a hotel one time and running around. Zay Jones, 3 years, $24 million. You like that one, Zach?
Dude, I thought you were gonna say me. Don't expose me like that.
So Zay Jones, despite getting naked running around a hotel, did you see the speed when he was naked running around the hotel? He's a fast. He's a speedy little kitty. So I actually like this signing. Only $8 million a year. I mean, he's a pretty decent receiver. He's still relatively young. I think he's got a couple good years left in the tank. I think that I'd probably give it a B, maybe a B-, on Zay Jones. I like that a lot more than the Christian Kirk signing.
You remember when he was like heating up in Vegas last year?
Yeah, he should have for a while.
Yeah.
But
I like it.
they got Trevor a lot of weapons.
Yeah.
Not you, Trevor. But Christian Kirk, in the receiving, they got Christian Kirk, Chenault, obviously Zay Jones. They brought Marvin Jones Jr. back, Evan Ingram, and they also have James Robinson and now Etienne coming back. How big do you think that's going to be for Lawrence this year?
I think it's going to help him out a ton. I mean, obviously, it was a dreadful decision to go with Urban Meyer as the head coach, given the fact that he wanted to run Carlos Hyde 12 times a game and not give the ball to the undrafted free agent that got 1,000 yards in his first season.
Sounds smart.
Kerry knows a little bit something about that as a James Robinson fantasy owner. But
all my teams, sadly.
yeah. So I think that even though I wasn't the biggest fan of signing Doug Peterson, I do think that we're going to see an improvement on the offensive side of the ball, especially with all the weapons added.
All right, 2 more Jags. We bet on him earlier this year. One of the top O-line available, Brandon Sheriff, going to the Jags. Big deal for a veteran, 3 years, $53 million. Are you worried about his injuries?
No.
No?
He's probably only going to play 15 games, but that's 15 games we didn't have him last year, so I'm excited about it. He's a great offensive player.
Wait. Was he trying to eat a piece of paper?
No, he didn't play. He got hurt.
He got hurt.
Wow.
Yeah, we bet on whether Brandon Sheriff, I think.
He made it to like week 12 and then got hurt.
He got hurt. But I was surprised he went there. I thought like one of the bigger teams would put some money at him, like Cincinnati or somebody like that. But decided to go to a loser franchise.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see, Kerry. We'll see.
All right, last Jags move. Miles Jack, leading tackler, released.
That's not the last move. I am okay with this, and here's why. We're getting the leading tackler in the NFL. I don't care if he was a leading tackler on the Jaguars. We're getting the leading tackler in the NFL last season, Foyesade Oluokun. He's faster. He goes to the ball. He's athletic. He can cover in the pass coverage. He can blitz. He can do it all. I love the fact that even though we're losing Miles Jack, who I actually like as a football player, Foyesade Oluokun, I think, is still an upgrade from Miles Jack.
Ha!
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
absolutely.
I got to clip that.
Absolutely.
I said, what's his name again? Foyesade
Oluokun. We also signed a D tackle, which I'm happy about because that's going to help us in the run game. But
Trevor, where do you think
Jack
Jack
plays? I don't know.
What?
What are your predictions for where Jack plays next season? Any ideas?
Jack?
Jack. Miles Jack.
Oh, I thought you were gonna make a nasty joke.
PG.
No, we're not. We're rated R actually on the Apple Podcast. I mean E, explicit. Miles Jack, Green Bay Patino. Oh, Baltimore Ravens, baby. That's where he's gonna be.
I can see that.
Yeah.
All right. Big signing. J.C. Jackson, Chargers. 5 years, $82 million. Remember James J.C. Jackson?
Remember when the Patriots had him?
We went from Stephon Gilmore and J.C. Jackson to freaking Jalen Mills, but okay.
I think this makes the Chargers defense scary this year. We're going to talk a little bit about another signing that they made in a little bit, but I think this Chargers defense is going to be very good this year. Both in pass coverage and rushing the passer is going to be insane.
And with the healthy Derwin, he's a ball hawk.
Yep, healthy Derwin.
He's a pervert, though, low-key, but or at least he was.
Yeah, I knew Derwin in high school. I'm just going to put it this way. I'm not going to put it anyway because I want him to...
Oh, man, I thought you were going to say it.
Wow.
Oh.
So he has cleaned up his play a whole lot since college. I don't know what he's going to...
No, I'm talking about what he showed you in the locker room.
Wow.
What? He didn't show me anything in the locker room. What are you talking about? Anyway, so he's cleaned up his play a lot since high school and college. He's become a much more refined safety in the league. He doesn't get beat on double moves near as much as he used to, and you know he's a freak athlete. I mean, having seen him in person as a 16-year-old kid, he's a freak athlete.
Dude, my first start at quarterback in high school was against Haines City with DJ Law and Derwin James. First play of the game, we got it all drawn out. I'm out there. Hey, check. Oh, run a 9. Hey, you go 6. Hey, block. Derwin looks at me in the eyes. 20 seconds left on the play clock. Timeout. First play of the game. Timeout. I'm not ready, coach. I had to go do some smelling salts on the sideline. That was terrifying. I called a screenplay. I said screenplay that way. Yeah. Shout out to Derwin, though. Shout out to Ireland.
All right. Teddy B, Dolphins, 1 year, $6.5 million. Think there's any chance he plants Tua as a starter at the end of the year?
No, coach already said Tua's that guy. So unless Tua gets hurt, Tua's that guy.
But he's not that guy.
Seriously, what is Teddy Bridgewater gonna do better than Tua? No,
I don't think that far apart.
Throw the ball.
His QBR is going to be 0.4 points higher. I promise. What is Teddy Bridgewater going to do better than Tua?
Throw the ball. I don't know. What a quarterback's supposed to do. Oh, wait. No, I forgot. He's a fan of Lamar Jackson. Quarterbacks don't need to throw the ball. They just need to hand the ball off and run.
They keep bringing in, a lot of quarterbacks that, don't turn the ball over.
And if you want to talk about Lamar Jackson, ladies and gentlemen, just don't talk to one of his fans. Hang out with one of his haters long enough, they'll bring him up.
Zach Smith every night. All right. Mo Alley Cox. Back to the Colts.
Why? Who's going to throw him the ball? Who's going to throw him the ball?
Gotta be Jimmy at this point. Gotta be.
It's gotta be, but okay. Mo Alley Cox is not a great tight end. I'm just going to put it out there. He's not a great tight end.
He doesn't go by Alley anymore. It's just Mo Cox.
Mo Cox.
Mo Cox, less problems.
All right, another tight end re-signed to the same exact deal. Who's the better one? Will Dissly re-signed Seahawks 3 years, 24. Who'd you rather have, Cox or Dissly?
I would rather have Cox.
I knew that was coming.
Golly, I don't even know. I think these two tight ends are two of the most mediocre tight ends in the league.
Will Dissly was an afterthought.
Yeah.
I forgot that guy existed.
He won good half a year with Ross, and he kept getting hurt.
I had him in fantasy 2 or 3 years ago for 6 weeks after he was good.
Yeah, I just don't see the benefit in either of those two guys.
I feel like neither of you can have an opinion on this next one. Hassan Reddick to the Eagles.
I have an opinion on everything.
3 years, $45 million.
Where?
Eagles.
Is that the running back or the linebacker?
Linebacker.
What's the running back, Theo?
Theo
Theo
Riddick.
Riddick.
Not played in the NFL like 5 years.
Yeah.
What team were we talking about again?
Yeah, I'll move on to the next one. Zach,
Colts,
Miami
wait.
guy. Braxton Berrios, signed 2 years, $12 million.
Not enough money for this man. It's not enough money for this man, but I'll take it. Most underrated wide receiver in football right now. Most underrated wide receiver in football.
I'm sad the Pats got rid of him. He's like,
He just plays the game the right way. You know what I'm saying?
He's good. He's good. He made the Pro Bowl as a return guy.
He had a few receiving touchdowns.
Yeah.
He's not a great top 3 option, but
I think he's a great slot receiver. He's a great slot receiver. He was that in Miami, and he can be that in the NFL. I think that if the Jets gave him more opportunities, I think he'd be a dominant slot guy.
Dominant.
He's
dominant. Hey, I like that receiving core they got. Sue me. Sue me.
No, don't sue. Yeah, sue Carey, not Beerly Football or Beerly Sports.
All right, this guy's a Beerly boy at heart. He's definitely a Beerly boy. They moved on from Big Ben to replace him.
Oh, Pitts. Yeah.
Mitch Trubisky, 2 years.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Mitch?
Trubisky, baby. I'm not going to be a Steelers fan, but I'm a root for the guy.
Does he actually? I feel like he's not guaranteed to start though. I mean, like $7 million a year for a QB. I feel like that doesn't take them out from taking a rookie.
You think
it doesn't? But at the same time, I think at least week 1 he'll probably be the starter.
Yeah,
I mean, given the rookie class that we have this year, there is some promise in some of them. Malik Willis looks pretty good, but at the same time, you don't know what you're getting. So I think week 1 you have to you start a guy with NFL experience. The only guy that's brought a Matt Nagy offense to the playoffs. You go with Mitchell Trubisky. Twice.
I think he'll be good. He doesn't turn the ball. He'll be better than Ben was last year.
I think so too.
They've added 2 or 3 guys to the O-line.
I think that. In fact, I'll put the Steelers beat the Ravens in the AFC North this year.
If you look, the Steelers' defense is led by Watt. They're one of the best in the league.
Yeah.
Tomlin's a good coach. Najee Harris is a great running back. Johnson and Claypool aren't great, but they're not one of the worst receiving corps in the league.
Deontay Johnson is on the way up. He's trending.
He is. He gets a lot too much hate because of his drops.
I don't want to see Mitch Trubisky in a Steelers jersey. I hate the Steelers jersey.
Steelers better O-line. Trubisky, decent play.
What about the Bumblebee jerseys, Trevor? Do you like those?
No. Those Steelers jerseys. Sorry, Gary. What'd you say?
They're terrible. I'm ready for Trubisky.
I think he's going to be good next year.
I
legitimately think he's got a chance to do very, very well. And
I see them as a playoff team.
Yeah.
I don't see them winning the AFC, but I see them at least making a wild card.
Yeah. Yeah, I do too.
I mean, they did this year with Ben's half corpse out there. So
yeah.
All right, former Steeler, resigned with Cardinal, James Conner, 3 years, $21 million. I think he was like 3rd or 4th in the league in rushing touchdowns last year.
He had cancer, right?
What?
Yeah, he had cancer.
He did. And Chase Edmonds gone. Are you buying Connor high in fantasy next year?
2nd, 3rd round maybe. I'm not buying him high. Not for sure. Not very high. I just don't think he's. As much as I love James Conner, I don't think he fits the Cardinals' offense. Like at all.
Do you think Chase Edmonds was a better fit?
Yeah.
Speaking of Chase
Edmonds,
he just signed with the Dolphins. 2 years, $12 million. You think Edmonds will work out in Miami or
no?
Yeah, with those checkdowns.
It's kind of a random sign because they already have Gaskin, Duke Johnson. They're already like the same type of player. They just don't have that go-to running back.
8 carries away from Duke Johnson. There's no reason he should still be in the NFL.
What? He's a great running back. What are you talking about?
He was sadly the Dolphins' best running back last year.
Thank you.
I mean, it doesn't take much, but
Duke Johnson could be a running back on any team in the NFL.
True.
Yeah.
Maybe. Not a good one, but
I didn't say a starting running back. I said a running back on any team in the NFL. I wish the Dolphins would trade him to the Jags. I'd love to have him as a backup to Robinson.
Andy Etienne.
Yeah.
Dude, if you
Be the
thought I
third
was a
guy.
Gators fan,
Be the
if
third
you thought I
guy.
was a Gators fan because I like
No, Carlos
Pitt.
Hyde. Bring back
Anybody that
Carlos
went to
Hyde.
Miami, just Zach will tell you he's a top player in the NFL. Man.
Not anybody. Not anybody. But a guy that's consistently good, not great, like Duke Johnson, yeah, I'll vouch for him every time.
All right, Emmanuel Ogba. We're signed to the Dolphins. 4 years, $65 million.
Yo, shout out to Kaylee. Kaylee. My voice cracked.
Shout out to Kaylee.
You're liking this Dolphins defense?
Kaylee met him at Publix in Miami.
Come on the show. Emmanuel Ogba. Do it.
Yeah, do
I
it.
thought you meant Kaylee.
They also franchised Gesicki, too. You think...
Yeah, I didn't really.
Where do you
think
put
so.
Gesicki in your T rankings? Is he top 10, not top 5, but somewhere in that range?
He's after Kyle Pitts.
Wow. He's a terrible blocker, just like this.
Yeah.
They're actually really similar when you think of, like, they're kind of both.
Yeah, I can think of a few differences off the top of my head.
Touchdowns.
What? Yeah, one is like 5 times.
All right. I'm relaxed. I take it back.
All right. Here's the entertaining story of the day.
One resounding difference off the top.
I don't know if you
One's
guys
in the
saw
AFC,
this one.
one's in the NFC.
Randy Gregory signed with the Cowboys, 5 years, $70 million. Then he changed his mind, signed with the Broncos like 30 minutes later, 5 years, $70 million.
That is so tough. Bro, I can't believe y'all are still sleeping on the Broncos. That is a top 4 team in the AFC.
Top 4.
Top
I don't
5.
know.
Russell's over the hill. He's on his way down.
I saw Cowboys were talking now they're talking to Von Miller after they lost out on Gregory. Cowboys going downhill.
Yeah, they really are.
Mark Cooper. They paid Gallup a lot of money. They
Watch the Commanders win that division. Watch them win that division.
I mean, the
With
division.
what quarterback? Oh, they got Wentz. Oh, of course. They got Wentz and Heineken.
Wentz.
Oh, man. I do not want to talk about that team all year, and we're going to. We're going to talk about them all. When Carson Wentz gets hurt, because you know Carson Wentz gets hurt. He's going to get hurt. He's going to come in the game. Oh, dude, I'm skipping that episode.
Kyle Allen cleared that fraud.
I'm not coming on that episode.
Kyle Allen is better than both of them.
No.
Yes.
No, he's not.
All right, here's one of my favorite signings so far. Detroit Lions, DJ Chark, 1 year, $10 million deal.
That's a great deal for Detroit.
St. Brown and Chark, that's a pretty good receiving combo. Then you got Hawkinson, Swift, Goff, getting some weapons, a healthy O-line.
Yeah.
Lions?
There's some opportunity for the Lions there.
Maybe, if that defense gets a bit better.
Granted, I still think Goff is highly overrated, but, you know.
No Goff slander on the timeline.
Yeah, no Goff slander. No.
Why do you guys defend this man?
No. His girlfriend's not that hot. Like his wife or whatever, everybody says she's hot. She's not that hot.
He had the worst weapons in the NFL last year.
I understand that, but he had some of the best weapons in LA, and he still kind of sucked.
And he played great.
No.
He was young. He was too young. If he would have stayed there a few more years, he would have been that guy. But they wanted to win.
Do you think he'll have a better year next year, Trevor?
All I heard was hamster.
Hamster. But do you think Goff will have a better year?
Do I think Goff what?
Will have a better year?
Yeah, of course. It's Jared Goff.
Team Goff. All right. Another one, I think this is one of Zach's favorite guys. Kind of his secondary favorite team. Bills, J.D. McKissick, 2 years, $8 million.
I was gonna say Ben.
I like that pickup for the Bills. It gives them I think J.D. McKissick's more solid of a back than what they've had in the past. And even if he's splitting carries with whoever it ends up being, if it's Singletary or Moss.
I think Moss got to be gone.
Yeah, he's got to be. But whoever he ends up splitting carries with, I think J.D. McKissick helps that offense in terms of just getting a consistent guy there. Because so far, Singletary hasn't been it, and neither has Moss. And Moss is probably gone.
I mean, because Singletary had a good second half of the year, so I think they figure with those two, they should at least... I mean, because that's what they wanted Breida to be last year, and he did it for a couple games, but then he kind of fizzled out, so...
Yeah.
He's probably one of the best receiving backs in the league.
Yep.
Is Devin Singletary fat?
No. Zach
No.
Moss.
Singletary's not that fast.
What? Okay. All right. Next, we went over this one a little bit. Russell Gage, Bucks, 3 years, $30 million.
Overpaid.
Bro, before
What'd you
Scotty
grade on
Miller, bro.
What'd you give a grade on that, Trevor?
It's pretty good. Like I said, imagine him if he was
Wait,
Wes Welker, Julian Edelman. What do you mean?
who is the Falcons' number one receiver now?
Kyle Pitts.
Ridley's gone. Gage is gone.
Kyle Pitts record-breaking
Pitts playing
season, bro.
tight end and receiver this season. He's playing
Kyle Pitts playing quarterback.
receiving option. They're just going 9 linemen, QB, Kyle Pitts out there.
1-on-4, just throw it up 100 times a game, freaking Matt Ryan. If he comes down with 4 of them, you might win. Like,
All right.
Oh,
I have no
God.
idea. It's a good question. Though.
I give that a C plus.
I like it. B-. Especially with AB gone. Brady needs more weapons, sadly.
He's getting 700 yards at least.
Yeah, I could easily see that.
Eh.
All right, Browns cut one of the top centers in the NFL, J.C. Treader, surprisingly today. Cap-saving move. Maybe Watson. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody needs to add J.C. Treader to their team?
Go to the
Jags. Get the
Go to the
Jags.
Bengals.
Go to the Jags.
Go to the Bengals.
Go to the Jags. Go to the Jags.
I've been to Jacksonville. It is not that great.
Go to the Jags.
The NFL is the only sport where you could be like, a top 4 at your position get released.
Yeah.
Like, there's no other sport that happens. Like, oh, we need to save $5 million this year. Sorry. Who cares?
Yeah.
All right.
Go to the Jags because then we
Another
have Cam
fatty year
Robinson
replacement.
and Brandon Scherf, and then we also have J.C. Treader. That'd be dope.
Pats traded Shaq Mason to the Bucks for a 5th-round pick, starting lineman. How much help does Brady need?
All right. You should know
Patriots
that more than. All right.
Weird
All
move.
the help in the world. That's what he needs.
Who came
Cap-
back? Kaplan
Bill-
or no?
Bill trying to save cap for some reason. I don't know.
How much
We'll see.
cap does the Patriots have this year?
Not that much. That's why they've been.
Who are they
having-
paying?
Like all the guys from last year, they got like Judon, Henry,
Ah.
Smith.
Haha, Derrick Henry.
Who's the best player in the Patriots now? It's sad.
Judon. Well,
Judon, Damian Harris.
I didn't think Damian Harris was going to make it back this year.
There he is.
Patriots, but he did. I would say Judon.
All right, Rams. Couple moves. All-Pro punter Johnny Hecker cut. Another one. Anyone
Yeah.
want Johnny Hecker? Best
What
punter
was
in
his
the
nickname?
NFL. I don't know. He's a good QB though.
He's the one. Yeah, he's the only that could throw.
Yeah. Cap saving. Andrew Whitworth finally retired. Rams losing some pieces. You think they'll be?
You know how degrading that probably is? Like, going up, like, you're like 22, you're 23, 24, you're in the best shape of your life. You've been working out nonstop for like 10 years. And this 40-year-old man, this is just like, no. Like,
Hey, he's a beast.
he's disrespectful.
All right. We got 2 big topics, couple of small ones. Lions brought back Alex Anzalone, UF guy. I like that one. Good sign.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
nice hair.
Yeah,
Alex Hayes.
he's good. He flies around the field. I like
He's that
Anzalone.
guy, pal. He's that guy.
Patriots traded the other long-haired guy, Chase Winovich, today to the Browns. Interesting.
He gives me bad vibes. I'm glad he's off your team.
Yeah, he doesn't
Michigan
like.
guys, I don't trust them.
All right, Dolphins signed Cedric Wilson. I like that one. He
Wait.
didn't really have a chance in Dallas with Cooper, Gallup, Lamb, but now Miami give him a chance. I think he had like 600-700 yards last year still.
Yeah.
I like that one. Titans brought back Ben Jones. Bengals signed Alex Kappa. Nobody really cares about alignment, but why not?
Mm-hmm.
Now on to our last 2 topics. This is gonna be Zach's favorite. I don't know if you saw this one.
I didn't.
I didn't either.
Giants sign QB Tyrod Taylor.
Oh yes!
Zach has left the year.
He's over.
Oh man! Give Tyrod the ball.
For the,
Tyrod's
celebration.
gonna start over Danny Dimes.
Oh man, he should. Jesus Christ! Oh, give him the ball, coach. Give him the ball.
Any chance he starts over him?
Do I think there's any chance? It depends on how Danny Dimes does. If he gets hurt, it's a good chance that Danny Dimes gets hurt.
Probably
Let's just be
will.
honest. So there's a good chance you're going to see Tyrod Taylor start a game in the NFL in 2022, which makes me happy as a Tyrod Taylor fan. If Tyrod Taylor is the Week 1 starter, book it. The Giants are making the playoffs.
Wow. There's an interesting one, folks. I don't know about that one, but okay. All right.
What are you drinking again?
Is he drinking the bleach or whatever?
That is one of the most out-of-pocket statements about the NFL that I've ever heard in my life. If Tyrod Taylor starts Week 1 for the New York Giants, they're making the playoffs.
Yeah, let's listen to fan advice from this man.
Hey. I was kind of joking, okay? It was a
But
joke.
were you? That's the question.
It was a joke, yes.
I want to hear that at the end of the off-season highlights. I want to hear Zach say, Tyrod Taylor is going to be...
Dude, I'll do it. I'll put it on the highlights. I don't
You
care.
know you'll edit it out because
I'll-
these dumb comments...
I don't care. I don't care. I'm just happy to see Tyrod Taylor still in the NFL. That makes me happy as a human being.
All right, our last big news one, which I'm sure will break after this episode, because it always happens. Deshaun Watson, cleared of criminal charges, trade coming up, big ones interested, Panthers, Saints, and today we found out the Browns and the Falcons are also interested in Watson. Thoughts on those destinations, and where do you think he'll go?
So the Browns are done with the Baker show, huh?
Seems to be at least like looking at Deshaun. That'd be interesting. I mean,
What?
that might have been why they
What
cut.
would they even do with Baker?
I have no idea. That's
Give
my...
Give him to Indianapolis.
Yeah, that'd be a good fit.
Not bad.
This thing is always moving.
They're kind of a similar run offense, you know.
Yeah, they're not too dissimilar. Run first.
Bro, do not give Kyle Pitts Deshaun Watson. That's all I'm going to say. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Then where do you think Ryan would retire? They'd trade Ryan.
Ryan who? I'm just kidding. Nah, he wouldn't retire. I don't know. He's not going there. He's going to the Saints.
That's a dangerous
Kinda
team if they get him.
Kind of sucks, but
Then where does Jameis go?
that sucks. Who cares?
Wow. How many teams are left for QB? Like maybe 5 or 6 up for grabs? 4? I feel like there's more beyond that.
Seattle, right?
You don't know how much I'm holding up on my other hand, though.
Even the Niners could be. I mean, some of these you don't know.
Seattle, definitely.
So you think it's Jimmy G, any of the rookies, James
Seattle's taking
Winston,
Malik Willis.
Deshaun
Book
Watson. So basically, Watson, Jimmy G, and Winston are the big 3 left, bearing any other trades, and then the rest would be rookies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Malik Willis is going to the Seahawks. Sources have told me.
Yeah, you think so?
No, I don't think that. Just sources have told me that.
Well, it seems like there has to be, because I feel like either the Saints or the Panthers are either. I feel like one will get Watson, the other get Winston, and then where does Jimmy G go? Indy.
Well, not on the same team as Sam Darnold because he's going to have to beat him out.
Wow. Yeah, that's my prediction. Jimmy G to Indy, Deshaun Watson to Carolina, and Winston to New Orleans. That's my predictions.
He's not going to Carolina, dude.
I think the Saints like Winston.
I don't think that Winston. I don't think
No
he'll
coach.
waive. I don't think he'll waive his no trade clause to go to Carolina.
I think that's a good team though. I mean, they got some, healthy CMC, DJ Moore. They got
A
good
healthy
great
CMC though. CMC hadn't been healthy for a full season in like 3
But he's
years.
also a terrible quarterback, so they've had to give him the ball a lot more than he would have if he had a
No Sam Darnold slander. No.
Yeah, I'm gonna slander it. Yeah, they haven't had good quarterbacks, but at the same time,
No.
he's still expected to do a majority of the work offensively.
But having a Watson there, like when Cam was still decent, when CMC was at the beginning of the career, he was staying healthy. But then once Cam went downhill and CMC got more and more touches, then we've seen him get hurt constantly.
That's true.
Or he gets traded also.
Yeah.
He's been in trade rumors.
Yeah, that is true. I'd like to see him. What's the team that needs him?
The Jags.
He'd be interested in Miami.
Huh?
Miami.
Yeah?
Honestly, replacing Saquon in the Giants, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I forgot about Saquon because Saquon's still out there.
Yeah. But is he really there? You know what I'm saying? He's there,
No.
but is he really there?
Saquon slander.
Get Jared Goff some weapons, bro.
Oh, you can go to the Lions, yeah.
Patriots. He fits in there.
Where?
That's what they're giving him cap for. CMC. New England people love guys like him.
Oh, God.
All right, who's ready to debate some tweets?
All right!
Wait. Would you like Saquon in New England?
I don't like Saquon anywhere. I think he's good on Miami.
Never mind. All right, CMC fan. Let's go. Yeah. We've heard enough out of you about that topic.
Wow.
All right.
All right.
All right, Kerry.
All right.
I think we've covered pretty much everything we had to cover in free agency. What do you have for tweets for us tonight to end the show?
All right. Who's the best wide receiver here? Mari Cooper, OBJ, Adam Thielen, or Brandon Cooks?
Thielen.
Cooks.
Oh, I don't want to say it. It's Adam Thielen.
Wow. What are you, Nick Adams? Come on. Come on. All right. Pick one in their prime. LaShawn McCoy, Le'Veon Bell.
LaShawn.
Le'Veon. Oh,
Wow.
it's Le'Veon.
You got
Shady.
reasoning behind those?
Shady.
I'm taking Le'Veon.
He's got a better nickname.
Is that it?
That's not the only reason. He's also faster and can, he does more at the pass as well as the run. So
No.
Le'Veon
does that better than LaShawn.
Yeah.
catching passes?
LaShawn's
Yeah.
a better winner.
No, I
Look
disagree.
at
Especially in
that.
the-
Come on.
LaShawn McCoy, hands down.
All right.
Le'Veon Bell jumped over people in college.
Are we talking about college?
No.
All right.
Really, CFB. Follow us on Twitter. Coming soon. No, I'm just kidding.
Who is the GOAT non-QB in NFL history? Non-QB.
Tom Brady.
Good enough. Jerry Rice for me.
Do you have options or no?
Sanders, Jerry Rice, Lawrence Taylor, Walter Payton, Jim Brown, Reggie White. I mean, just endless. Randy Moss.
Definitely
Nobody
not
before
Randy Moss.
1980. That's for sure.
Lawrence Taylor.
I feel like you got to go. I feel like Taylor defensively. There really isn't.
I mean, he changed the game.
Aaron
changed
Donald's
the game.
up there though. Aaron Donald's got it. He's below Taylor, but he's in that next tier, I think now.
But Lawrence Taylor changed the game when it came to blindside hits on the quarterback. When he did that thing to whatever that guy's name was, snapped his leg into
That guy.
Joe Theismann. Yeah, when he turned Joe Theismann legs into Twizzlers.
Trevor, who you got?
What do you mean? I thought we were talking about Joe Theismann. What's the question? Oh, the non-quarterback.
Yeah.
I'll give you my answer now, and then my answer in 5 years. Now, I will say. Could I say Dion? No, I won't say Dion. I'll say Lawrence Taylor. LT. That's good. He's the second best LT ever.
It's which position you value more,
I value defense. Defense wins
definitely.
championships.
Definitely missionary.
I know who Zach's going to answer on this. And surprisingly, most of these went another way. Who was the Colts' best QB since Andrew Luck retired? I'm saying Wentz.
It's Wentz.
But majority of the replies were Rivers.
What?
Trevor?
Don't sleep on Jacoby Brissett now.
Okay.
Like,
Listen. I actually don't dislike Jacoby Brissett, but in terms of offensive production, definitely Carson Wentz.
definitely the guy. Definitely that guy to play with Jonathan Taylor.
I mean, Rivers was awful though.
Yeah, he was very bad.
He was like Ben last year.
Yeah.
All right, we've done a lot of QB rankings, but we did them without Brady and we did them without Watson. With Watson back, Brady back, top 5 QB rankings. For me, Brady, Rodgers, Mahomes, Allen, Watson. Zach?
I'm gonna go Rodgers.
And if you don't put Watson, where is he if he's not in your top 5?
He's probably number 6 on my list, just because I don't know where he's at
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't played in
a year.
Wow.
So, I'm gonna go Rodgers. Here, Trevor, go ahead. I gotta think about this for a second.
Good one.
Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers at 2, at 3 Josh Allen, at 4 Patrick Mahomes, at 5 Joe Burrow.
Wow.
Don't sleep.
I'm gonna go Rodgers, Mahomes, Allen, Brady.
Who did you have out, Trevor, when Brady retired? When we did our ones with him retired?
The top 5?
Yeah, who fell out of your top 5?
I'm gonna go Herbert for 5.
Herbert?
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, that just pushes him further. That might have pushed him out of the top 10 now that Watson's back.
I think he was your top 5, wasn't he?
Herbert?
Who else would you put it in your top 5 when
Lamar.
Brady retired?
I just said Lamar. I don't know. Depends on what I was doing.
All right, on the next one. Which T would you rather have? T.J. Hawkinson, Dallas Goedert. I'm taking Hawk.
Which team?
Tight end.
Tight end.
He did not say that. He said team.
He said TE.
Oh, abbreviations.
Exactly.
Dallas Goedert or who?
T.J. Hawkinson.
Kyle Pitts.
I'll take wow, I almost said Goddard. I'll take Hawk.
Both of them clear pits anyway.
Yeah.
No, like
Yeah.
Dallas Goedert.
Yeah.
Hey,
Red
Goddard
zone
is
threat.
back so strong.
Red zone threat. Red zone threat. Yeah, drink that.
Yeah.
Be sad.
Who is the best wide receiver here? DJ Moore, Chris Godwin, Deontay Johnson, Mike Williams.
Godwin.
Godwin.
Honestly, Johnson.
No.
Godwin is Brady. Like, if Johnson or Moore had Brady, you don't
Get
think
1,000 yards with Jameis.
Yeah.
Jameis threw for like 4,000 yards, 4,500 yards.
Okay, so it's not just Brady then, is what you're saying.
You're saying DJ Moore wouldn't have that many yards in that system?
We have
DJ Moore has put up 1,000 yards.
You asked me who the best
Damn,
receiver was. I'm saying Chris Godwin's the best receiver out of that group.
Okay.
We have some of the most craziest theoreticals
I know.
ever on this show.
Yeah.
What if DJ Moore played for the Bucks with Jameis Winston? Like, why are we talking about that?
All right. Which safety duo would you rather have? Cam Chancellor, Earl Thomas,
Yeah,
or
that one.
Ed Reed and the Patriot killer Bernard Pollard?
Zach's gonna say Andy.
I'm taking Reed and Pollard. Pollard was
Yeah, I like Reed and Pollard a lot. That was
Pollard
nasty.
like 5 people in his career.
LOB.
Dude, Pollard would
Either
literally
one.
kill people on the field. Literally kill people.
Would if you added Troy Polamalu and Ryan Clark, would
No,
you either
it would not change at all. Ed Reed one of the best pass coverage safeties, and then you have Pollard who can absolutely take a man's head off.
Who will score more TDs next season, Damian Harris or James Conner?
Damian Harris.
I'm gonna say Harris.
I agree. Who would you rather have a running back, CMC or Kamara?
Kamara.
Kamara.
What's that question?
CMC.
Kerry, you got some hate on that one. Kerry, you got some hate on that one, didn't you?
Dude, you're just making it obvious now.
Kerry got a lot of hate on that tweet, even putting those two together.
Death threats.
Death threats.
Start one, bench one, cut one. Jalen Hurts, Danny Dimes, Carson Wentz. I am starting Wentz, benching Danny Dimes, and cutting trash Hurts. Sorry, Zach.
I am starting Jalen Hurts, benching Carson Wentz, and cutting Danny Dimes.
Wow, you said that?
Yeah, I did.
I have a question. Are we putting them all on the same team or with their respective teams this year?
I feel like none of them are that great anyway. Like, I feel like offensively...
If Daniel Jones had a good team, I feel like he would be the best.
Among those three.
I thought you said Daniel Jones.
No, I meant of those three teams. Like, if you put them on the Eagles, the Giants, or the Washington. Whatever team you view as the best offense, which none of them are that, like, great anyway. The Giants are probably a step below the other two, but...
I feel like Daniel Jones has the best arm.
And he's a good runner. Not as good as Hurts, but... I think Wentz is the safest, though.
What do you mean by that?
It's the safest. Like...
No, the other thing you said.
What?
I will start Daniel Dimes because I still trust the process.
Oh.
And I will bench Carson Wentz. Just kidding. I'm cutting Carson Wentz, and I'm benching Jalen Hurts.
All right. Who is the better playoff QB? Eli or Joe Flacco? Joe Flacco's run was insane.
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. Joe Flacco was, without a doubt, much better in the playoffs than Eli Manning.
And if you look,
just because Eli won 2 Super Bowls does not change that fact.
There was some guy going off with all these stats. And like Giants defense gave up less points per game.
Yep.
That's exactly why I'm not going to weigh in on this argument because I know you have all those advanced stats, but it's Eli.
He played actually kind of doo-doo in the playoffs. He got carried by his defense.
Look at all people Flacco beat. I mean, when Manning beat Brady, it was more his defense and a great catch by Tyree. Manning played well, but it wasn't. Joe Flacco balled that one year.
Yeah, that year he absolutely dominated. He was dominant. He couldn't miss. He was insane.
Joe Flacco was an elite playoff quarterback.
Yep, absolutely. I agree.
I don't want to talk about Joe Flacco anymore.
All right. Who's the best wide receiver here? T. Higgins, Hunter Renfrow, Michael Pittman, Darnell Mooney.
Chad Johnson.
I like Pittman.
We did get a reply that said Ocho Cinco.
Yeah. No, there was at least 5. I thought.
We're comparing like 3 young rookies in the NFL to Chad Ochocinco.
Yeah, obviously.
Who is it? Higgins, Pittman,
Renfrow,
Darnell Mooney.
Who did you say, Zach?
I said Pittman.
I'd take Pittman too.
I say the guy I was just talking about.
Higgins?
Yes.
I mean, if Higgins didn't have Chase this year, he would have had huge numbers.
Yeah. I agree. I think it's very close between the two of them.
Last tweet of the night, it's pretty much random, not very exciting, but I ran out of tweets since last week. Which D would you rather have? Defensive end.
What?
Defensive end.
Max Crosby or Trey Hendrickson?
Hold on.
There is one very unlike comment in this.
Trey Hendrickson.
The one that said, the one that is not the recovering addict.
Aww.
That was not liked by a lot of...
That's mean. Wait, why didn't you put the gay one in here, too?
He's not anywhere near these, sadly.
I think he compares a lot. I will say Hendrickson. He's a dog.
Yeah, he is a dog. I like Hendrickson. All right.
I think Max Crosby is better, though, low-key, but I like Hendrickson more.
Best
And he
two
uses
white-
eye black, I think.
Best two
I like
white
that.
pass rushers in the NFL, not named Watt or Bosa.
Yeah, that's why. And the gay one. That's why I brought him up.
Him too.
Would you
All right.
rather be? You should have a tweet of like, would you rather something with the Watt brothers or the Bosa brothers?
We had one of those a while ago, but it wasn't as gay as that sounded.
Wasn't that gay? I would have said what I was thinking. It would have been gay.
All right, so
And I definitely would have
thank you,
chosen a different
thank you,
pair of
Carrie, for
brothers.
the tweets.
Back in Zane, baby.
Is there anything you guys want to plug before we sign off?
Trevor, you want me to go first, or?
Yeah, you go first.
All right, follow us on Instagram at Beerly Sports. Follow us on Twitter at Beerly Baseball. Baseball's back. Baseball podcasts to be determined, coming soon.
Reason 5.
Zach, Rays not in 5. Rays going down. Freddie Freeman, maybe the Rays, maybe the Red Sox, Dodgers. Who knows? We'll see.
Probably
Dodgers.
Dodgers.
Follow us on Twitter at Beerly Football for all your football content. Follow us on our main page at Beerly Sports for all Beerly content in one place. And Trevor will take over the basketball side of the equation.
Yeah, the best side of the equation. Got a lot of love for Beerly football, but if you know what's good for you, you're going to listen to Beerly Hoops. Weekly podcast. We just started off something fun. It's March. It's really one of the best times of the year, March Madness. We got a bracket challenge going on. I don't know if by the time this is posted, you'll still be able to enter. But if you can, you should. Follow us on Twitter at Beerly Hoops. Didn't post anything on there today, but I will tomorrow and every day for the rest of my life. So help me God. And we just started off the March Madness. I just brought up March Madness and I didn't say anything about the show. We just started covering it. Beerly Hoops is your home for all NBA things, and now Beerly Hoops is your home for March Madness. It's been real. Forgot
about TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok.
Oh, yeah. First on TikTok. Yeah. Shout out little Dork. LD at Beerly Sports on TikTok.
You can also find me on TikTok at SportsGuyZach. I post relatively frequently. I haven't posted in a while because I've been busy, but it's about to kick back up because we're getting into college basketball time and March Madness, so it's going to be a lot of fun doing that. And that is all we have for today's show. Thanks everyone again for listening and tuning in. We will see you guys next week for a full episode of the Beerly Football Podcast.